Yo, what's up, people? This is Papa Bale, and welcome to the channel. Let me break it down for you a little bit. Right here, what we're looking at, it's a pulse motor with 3 drive circuits. Each drive circuit is capable of generating electricity, but we're not even going to monitor that right now. What I'm trying to do is have one circuit feed into the next circuit, feed into the next circuit, feed in, and so on, back to the front, but through capacitation. So having a capacitor in each step. Okay, and each circuit has got its own power supply, basically. So circuit 1 is here, there, and there, 120-degree delta. And the second one is there, there, and there. Another 120-degree delta. And they're right next to each other, so they should dump rather well. And then that one in the back and these two 1mm coils are the third one. So I'm going to cut the power. Alright, power is officially cut. I'm leaving the last circuit open, so it's running, and that should allow the electricity to flow through the capacitor in the third circuit, which is right there. And then that one feeds through a diode, which is somewhere. And virtually what the diode does, it's right here, is that the electricity goes in one side and then it comes out the other side, and then the dumpage from the capacitor is on the other side. So it all kind of goes together. But I'm thinking about changing the 1mm coils because they literally don't do shit in regards to what I'm doing. So they literally don't push for nothing. They don't generate shit. So I'm done with those. I mean, what they're good for, I guess, is to allow current to flow through them. But I mean, what good is that when they're on the last circuit and it doesn't register? I can't get any numbers to register for those coils. Nothing. Maybe ohms. I don't even know if amps do. And every time I try and just test a coil, hooking a reed switch and that coil up together, the reed switch is going to blow out every time. So you can't. You have to have another coil with buco resistance, meaning one of these with 32 gauge wire hooked to it as well, and then you might maybe get a reading off of it. But I'm not in the mood to be doing all that right now. So all right, now what is actually going on is we turn this all the way up, and then the second circuit is fully active. So we have the first circuit going through the transformer over here, and the second circuit's directly from the power supply, and the third circuit is this one right here, which is hooked to this battery. So each circuit technically has its own power supply. And that's awesome. Yeah, there's some rattling, but that's just the friction of the magnets on the levitation disc and the magnets on the top. It's very little friction, actually. Um, it's less friction than having it stacked up on bearings. And since it is a horizontal setup and the shaft is vertical, yeah, you got gravity is going to play a part in all that, and it's going to be a negative part. If you did it the other way and you had a horizontal shaft and everything was going vertically, you could probably use gravity to your advantage. But since it's like this, it's actually causing a little bit of friction, which is okay. We're not trying to rip a hole in space, okay? We're not trying to do that. We're not trying to perpetually make this thing move forever. We're not trying to do that. What we are trying to do is get it to move a little bit more than it should after turning it off. I'm all about the coast, man. I think the coast is real important. I think if we can utilize the coast, we can, especially with the current vehicles, if they coasted a little better. Okay, we're going to turn it off. See that light is still flashing a little bit. Not so much anymore, but see, I wish I knew more, because then I would be monitoring this capacitor over here to see if it had, any energy in it at all whatsoever, and whether it was coming out or not through the negative output. But yeah, don't know. All I know is that I'm swapping out these 1mm coils for something better. And that's what I'm going to do next. Thank you very much. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night. Please subscribe.